Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is your dude, Mr. International Passport. Before I go any further, please press a one in the chat if you can please confirm my audio. How is my audio sounding? Okay? How's my audio? Please press a one in the chat right now. Who's in the building tonight? Yes, Johnny Walker's in the building. What's up, Johnny? Thank you very much for confirming. Okay. Who else is here? How's my audio? Press one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Jesus Shuttlesworth, I see you, bro. Thanks for confirming. Do I sound good, Theo?
Yeah, you sound good. Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. All right, let's get to it. So, brothers, welcome to another classic live stream. I want to say first and foremost, thanks to all those who have supported the channel over the past couple of years. I welcome aboard the new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. When you come in, of course, please support, like the video, support, hit the PayPal, that'd be greatly appreciated, etc., etc. So I'm going to get straight into it. Today is a very special day. It is Theo WAF's 50th birthday, which is a huge milestone for Black men, particularly in the West. We know there's a lot of factors going against us, a lot of agendas that shorten the lifespan of Black men in the West. So when we see a brother like Theo make 50, and we hope he has many, many, many more years on planet Earth, it warms my heart. So today, this stream is dedicated to Theo for the hard work he's done for brothers, the Manosphere, the Passport Bros movement. And before I let Theo speak, I just remember meeting Theo almost 2 years ago, who was wearing an orange polo shirt. And I'm thinking, who's this guy wearing an orange polo shirt on my stream? And I remember it was during a Kevin Samuel stream, and then we agreed to like speak later on outside of the channel. I'm like, yeah, this brother's very decent. He's a very smart brother, and the rest is history, man. 2 years later, still working with Theo, still doing great things with Theo, man. So Theo, I want to say thank you for what you've done for me personally, the movement, and for other Black men. And I'm sure they will all call in to give your props and thanks to you. But I want to give you my thanks on a public stage, and it's good for Black men to give other Black men their flowers. It's very important. So Theo, the floor is yours. How does it feel being your 50th birthday?
It actually feels pretty good, to be honest. I got, you know, like I waited until midnight. I was up at that time, and I could feel the movement to 50, and it felt kind of relieved, to be honest. I made it. I didn't have a heart attack last year. I didn't have a full-on heart attack. I survived what my heart scare. Um, I had to relearn about how to live my life, and it was successful there. And I'm pretty happy with the situation. So I just kind of looked around and I said, it's pretty good for 50. I don't have any debt. I own my house. I have, I've got 2 cars. I've got a home gym. Um, I have a nice career. I'm starting wonderful jobs and wonderful companies very soon. And my life is pretty good. And there's a lot of guys. I mean, again, in my high school class, I'm very close with the people in my high school class. And two people just died right before their 50th birthday. And I was, yeah, I was very careful. I was watching them. I was just like, don't do anything wild, Theo. Like, just normal stuff. Like, stay home. Like, you don't have to go, even like going to the gym. Sometimes I was like, you don't have to go on the highway to go to the gym. You got one in your house. Like, just use what your current equipment you've got. Don't go outside. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here. I feel pretty relieved. Now, in terms of my family, my mom died when she was 58. So, my next goal is to knock that number out, beat that one. My dad is still alive. He's around 90 years old, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, he's still kicking. I have brothers and sisters. I have over 10 brothers and sisters, biologically speaking.
What?
Yeah.
Same mom?
Oh no, same dad. Dad got down. Dad like Kevin Samuels talked about, certain guys just went around repopulating. Yeah, that was Dad. So I got to go meet him again. I'm gonna go to Indiana and go meet him again and have some conversations. But I have siblings I've never met before. And my dad, he was still making kids into his late 60s. So what I did actually is I did a DNA test about 2 years ago, and I found out a lot of information about my DNA and things that worked. And what I found out is that I have a longevity strain, and then also I should be a sprinter. And I'm looking through, I was like, oh, okay, this is why, like, when I was cycling, I loved sprinting. And it was just, I wasn't as a runner, but as a cyclist, I was. And so what I did is I stopped thinking about my maternal side, and I only thought about my paternal side, my black side. And I said, let's follow that one much more strongly, and because that's the DNA that goes a long time. So that's what I've been doing. I got some advice from him about how to live longer, because he's still kicking. He's still active. Like, he can lift. He's 90 years old. He can lift weights. Yeah. So pretty happy with him. But yeah, I'm here. I'm still talking with people, still advising. I'm not going to be giving up. I have an exceptional, 3 years of particular work that I'm going to be doing. And then at the end of those 3 years, I'll be tapering off a little bit. But for the next 3 years, it's going to be very intense. So there's still a lot of work I have to get done. It's just I'm reducing my stress levels. So wow. I'm very, very dedicated method to doing that. So there'll be a lot of classes I'm teaching. I'll be working for companies. My goal is to gross at least $650,000 a year for the next 3 ages. Yeah. And I have specific targets that I want to get done with, and I want certain things 100% paid off, and I want a certain level of additional savings and investment. So yeah, that's what's going to go down. And then we have manosphere meetups and things like that. So there's a lot to talk about.
So how about we talk about your journey to 50? 50 is I think it's a special year for anyone that reaches that year. You reach the half-life of being 100, right? Half of 100 is 50. It's a very magical number, like 21, like 30, 50. So basically it's 21. No, it's 13, teenager, then 21. So it's 13, 18, 21, 25, 30, then 50. You've reached many points in your life, Theo. So how about we take it back to where it began? Like, did you ever expect yourself to be in the position you are right now, with what you have, with what you've achieved at 50, and being this man you are? Okay.
No. Where I am right now is very lopsided. So I thought that I would have. I was actually going to write about this on Facebook. Oh, that's right. I wrote about this, and it was too much for Facebook, so I just kept it in my personal notes. So I thought for sure right now I would have at least one child going to university, and then I would have maybe another one about to go, and I would be dealing with a wife who's going through menopause, and I would be dealing with certain things, like I'm making a certain amount of money, but like the classic problem that married men have, which is they're making a lot more money. They're being eyed and being looked at by younger women, but they have this older woman at home who has given a lot to him. So he has the temptation for dating somebody else, but he has his wife at home, right? I thought that would be my situation right now. Instead, I have a very lopsided situation where my career is super hot. It's gone beyond comprehension wonderful. And I'm living in a country with women who don't know what a woman is, or They think that like heterosexual breeding is a form of sexual assault, and the women are entirely, and like they're dangerous. You really can't talk to them, so you have to have this passport situation. So that's the thing that I thought I'd be going through right now. Like I didn't think I that's the thing that I didn't think I would be going through. But it's a good situation in the end. I didn't think I would be going through the 15 years that I just ended. So I just went through a very special 15 years in my life. And I didn't think I would be going through that time period whatsoever. So,
What was the highest point of your 40s, in your opinion, Theo?
Brazil. Yeah.
Brazil. Okay.
Yeah. Brazil showed me what I could do. Brazil showed me that I could live in a different way and that I could still sustain an amazing level of cash flow while being a human being, while also helping other Black men to escape their situation. And the ability to, technically speaking, the ability to do remote work and have the passport life like come from fruition for real. So your money is coming from the West, money coming from the West, doing the passport, having everything technically correct, everything sound, the financials are working, the telecoms are working, everything is good. That proved to me that my system was correct and that I had the work that I had done, the sacrifice were real, and I was totally happy. So that was the high. I had a what I consider a local low. So I had when I was 45, I had a huge crash mentally, and that was when I was accepting everything bad that had happened in my life, the reality of it, the sadness of it, and I actually went not so much crimson capsule, but more of like actually black is actually full light. It's actually all color. So I actually went all color capsule for a while, for about 2 years, and that was really hard. But I went through absolute utter darkness during that time period, and I got out of it.
Damn. Wow. Amazing story you have there, Theo. This is incredible.
Well,
So,
think of it. I mean, I was making. I'm going to put comment on this. I was making $300,000 a year. I had $100,000 in savings at that point, and it was increasing dramatically. And I had to face the reality that every encounter that I had with Western women in my life was either doomed to fail or some sort of lie. And I couldn't think of one, particularly for Gen X. I couldn't think of one that was beneficial. It was all using me. And I had to go through even deeper levels of truth of what had happened in my life. And I was like, everything I did, all the giving, all the love I give, all the care, all the listening, it was all useless. It didn't build anything for me. And there's nothing here. And that $300,000 a year I had, that salary, it was worthless to me. I didn't even care. The reality of the situation was so horrible. So, yeah, that was a hard thing to go through.
wow. Amazing. Thank you, Theo. Let me read your super chats real quick. Shout out to Mr. Bravo Juice for the $499 super chat. Appreciate you, Bravo Juice, for the support. ASAP, thank you, bro. Much love to you. Much appreciation. Shout out to Mr. KW Leaves America. Been a long time, brother. I hope you had a great time in Japan. We got to catch up. Thank you very much for the 1999 super chat, brother. It means a lot to me. Much love to you, brother. Happy birthday, Theo. Shout out IP. It's official. I'll be finishing my graduation program in Switzerland, Germany, demon time. Hey, congratulations, bro, on finishing your graduation program. I know you've been working hard on that for the past couple of years. Well done, bro.
Yeah, that's great for you, bro. I congratulate you. Anytime a Black man finishes any kind of education, training, certification program, except CompTIA, so like that, any of that, I totally celebrate. I'm happy with you. I'm totally behind you. I'm just like, good job. You've done it. So we need more of that, but we also need more of us encouraging each other. If you notice in my group, if you're IP, you're in my group, my Manosphere,
Mm-hmm.
like IT
Yep.
group, right? You
Mm-hmm.
notice that I have a practice, and I say every single time that a man gets certification, he is to post that he got the certification to the group, and that is so that the rest of the group can applaud him. And I do that for a socialization purpose. I said, I want you to get used to other Black men supporting you and applauding your efforts. I don't want it to just be me. I want you to see the group doing this. And when you see what happens, it energizes the group. You get guys going out there again and again and again trying to certify, right? This is the way to do it. So I want this to be as a group effort. I again applaud you at KW. I'm glad you've done it, and I want to see you do more.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Mr. KW. Congratulations, bro. Fantastic. Lovely seeing that Black men moving up. All right. So, Theo, so what's your plan now for your 50s? So you got 50 to 59. That's going to be over a decade of prosperity and blessings for you. I wish that upon you, Theo. But what's your personal plan? What do you plan on doing it by 51, by 55, by 59? I want to hear twins, triplets by a beautiful blonde, but maybe you go back to Japanese. I don't know.
I doubt that I'll go back to Japanese. It would be very exceptional if I did. It would be amazing. I don't see it happening. In fact, when I was writing that note yesterday about my 40s, I almost put on there, but I didn't write it down. I said I wanted to say I've largely given up on Japan and is now an afterthought. And it's just because the growth is going to be in South America. I know. So, first stage is to understand reality. And my class, the Ballerica class, they have made a requirement of me that I have to lose 1 stone per month. So I'm definitely losing weight right now. They have basically if I don't do it, then I have to go on a date with a local. So I've been on elliptical and really exercising and losing the weight. So the first thing is to get the weight off, and I'll probably be very successful in doing that. I've been successful for the most part. And then get my health in perfect shape, perfect point of view. Like I want everything great. What's going to go after that is there'll be 3 main points, which is first is getting the woman for breeding purposes. So it'll be making the family. So I've been listening to other people about that, but I said I am 50 and there's some other things where I can do compromises. So I can't be as picky as I've been before. So like just be practical, look for the child. I want to have at least 3 children during my 50s. So, okay, I need to get on that. Okay, there's certain things I can change to make that happen. The next one will be the move to Houston. So I'm in Austin, Texas right now. The go to Houston, I'll be getting a house that's probably like 2.5 times bigger than what I'm in right now. Yeah. Yeah, I need a huge house. It's because I need to get a rather huge home gym. And what I've seen is that my life prolonging is very much based upon the amount of money I'm spending on exercise, personal trainers, things like that. So the last one is to buy a condo in either Sao Paulo or Colombia or Guyana. It's going to be somewhere around there, probably going to be Brazil. Although at this time, I'm very much looking at the feminist movement in Brazil. So my eyes are on this, like, let's see how this is really going to go down. Because if they're kind of still like a developing country, but they have feminism, that doesn't work. So, okay, you got to pull out of that. So I'm looking at the situation very attentively, but I do love Brazil. So those are the first things that I'll be doing. That'll probably be by time 53, 54. And then there'll be Manosphere meetups with Obsidian. They'll be held in Houston from 2024 and 2025.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Shout out to Mr. J Remo, UK brother in the house for the £5 super chat. J Remo, been a minute. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Happy birthday, Theo. Thank you for your IT class. Put me on the path to certifications and finishing my final year in Bachelor's of Science Computing. Great stream, IP. Thank you for the kind words, bro. And hopefully you get first class. 2-1 first class in your final marks, J Remo. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. So Theo, let's speak about health, right? Because 50, got to start being health conscious, more checkups. It's not all about the money and the wealth. I think health is also important as well. So diet wise, are you going to change something? Are you going to eat more something or eat less of something? How are you going to keep yourself healthy apart from the gym in terms of nutrition and being healthy?
I'm going back more or less to my Japan diet, but it's in a much more hardcore implementation. So I try to eat all my food within 4 hours so that I have my level of insulin drops considerably. There are no processed carbs, nothing, no sugar. In fact, I don't eat processed anything. Basically, I'm following a rule that all the food that I eat had to have been recognized as food in 1800. So it cuts out quite a lot. And then everything has to be organic, of course. My serving of vegetables has to be twice as large as a serving of meat. So it kind of puts things in perspective. Also, for the most part, I can't eat any cow product. So maybe I can have like a steak or some hamburger like once a week or once every 2 weeks, but that's the maximum. No milk, no dairy. And also for me, which is strange, but definitely true, no eggs. And it's because I bulk up and I get stronger when I do eggs. I actually get muscle growth. And I'm trying, muscle is good, but I'm not trying to bulk right now. So those are the kind of things I'm doing. I'm basically doing chicken, turkey, no pig at all, 0. And lots of vegetables and then fish. If I can get it, sometimes if I can get it properly, I get lamb. And all of this has got to be organic, free range, get grass fed. So that's what I eat.
Fantastic, man. Awesome. Is that a particular, what's that particular Japanese diet called? Is it a particular name? Herbivore diet?
No, it's in Japan, it's just called eating Japanese way. that's normal. So the way they do it in Japan is, of course they would have rice on there on the side. I can't even do rice. Or if I break, then I have to have rice before noon. But afternoon it's impossible. So Japan, they would have fish for breakfast, right? Well, the only exception would be sushi. Yeah, I can have that. But it has to be like sushi before noon. That's it. So they have, again, I was there, I was miso with fish and vegetables galore. And one of the things they have in Japan, they say you want to have 7 colors of vegetables per day. You want to always have a variety. So got to have the variety. I take multivitamins every day. And then I also take special BCAAs from Japan. And those helped me twice. I had a heart condition when I was in, 2007? 2009, I had a heart condition in Japan. I took special BAs and it totally solved it. When I had cancer, I took the BAs again, got rid of it. And then when I had my near heart attack last year, I took the same BAs again and basically cured me. So
when you say BAs, what is that?
BCAAs.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're amino acids. So this is an example of what I take. You can't get this in America, but I'm friends with the president of the company who makes this in Japan, so he sends it to me. This is called Omnicare,
Ah,
and this is rejuvenation. And in this line, there are 5 versions of this. So I have to take all 5 like every day, and then I take some other stuff as well from Japan. You have to do it in a certain way of actually cleansing your body, but it actually cleanses your internal organs. So it's one of the reasons why, like, you notice, I'm 50, I barely have white hair. This came mainly from the stress of losing my wife, right? But the rest of it is pretty much dark. I have most of my friends who are 50, they're straight gray. It's because the reason I'm not is because I drink water a lot. I don't consume sugar, lots of veggies, and I take this stuff.
amazing, amazing, Theo. Um, you know, for me, right, health is really, I think I need to do more health videos and health stream because it's really put things in perspective for me. I'm just seeing a lot of black men dropping dead from certain cancers,
Yep.
certain diseases, and I think the key to most diseases is your diet.
Mhm.
And we're eating the wrong food. We're stressed out, but it's mostly food, right?
Mhm.
So when I hear how you do things, I really respect that for you. I think we got to start eating healthily and start eating, cut out the McDonald's, cut out the sugar, cut out the cakes, cookies. That kind of thing isn't for the black man, in my opinion. We gotta go a lot natural, a lot more natural if we can.
Yeah, just straight out to be honest, I cannot eat at McDonald's anymore. Um, some people kid me and they say you're eating McDonald's. Like, I don't even know how to do that. So if I have a Big Mac in front of me, if I smell it, I start feeling nauseous. If I take a bite of it and consume it, there's a high possibility I'll regurgitate because it is so unnatural. There is so much processed stuff inside of that. I just can't eat it. I can't eat the meat. I can't eat any of the products from there. And this, if you go natural for a long time, something like McDonald's won't work. So Burger King, Burger, what is it? Burger King, KFC. Strangely enough, if I were in the UK, I can do fish. I couldn't do fish and chips, but I could do fish. That would actually work. But what I would do is I would take the breading off and just eat the fish underneath. I can eat that. Yeah, no problem. So I could like a fish and salad. I could do that. I can't eat French fries at all.
You mentioned that BCAA helped
Mhm.
with your cancer. Did it cure it or did it suppress it?
What happened was that it made my cancer die. So there's an idea that cancer is a fungus, and cancer, your body needs to be acidic in order for a cancer to live. So for a fungus to live. So basically, your body naturally is an acidic state. That means it has a pH under 7. So cancer, let's say that cancer is a fungus, then it can't live if your body goes into an alkaline state. So let's see if I have any water here. Oh, this is a good example of this. I have alkaline water. Okay, so this is alkaline water 9.5, right?
Hmm.
So what I would do is I would drink about a gallon of this stuff a day, and then I would take the BCAAs, which actually move my body into an alkaline state. And it doesn't. You're not totally all day long alkaline state because you can't actually live that way. You have to go back to being acidic. But if you do it enough during the day, the idea is that the cancer can't live because it's a fungus. So the fungus doesn't have an environment to actually live. It has to die. And that was my approach. I stopped doing chemo and radiation, and I did this process for 2 months, and I was in remittance. Everything was fine.
That's amazing. Wow.
Well, it's
So you drank a lot of alkaline. Sorry, I missed that part. I was frozen there. So a lot of alkaline water, and that brought your body down to a natural state, and you just died off.
yeah. So basically, what I do is I take the alkaline, do a lot of alkaline water, and then I do my BCAAs, which moves my body into an alkaline state. together, and it doesn't. Your body, your body's acidic naturally, so of course your body has to return back to being acidic. But if you do enough times during the day where your body is actually alkaline, then basically the cancer, which is a fungus, according to the idea, the fungus can't live in your body. It has to die. There's no choice. So that was the theory that I had, and I followed it, and it went away, like the cancer went away. When I was 37, when I was 36, my heart palpitation problem went away as well. And then also last year at 49, did the same process. Everything in relation to me having a heart attack just disappeared.
Wow. I think we got to do a separate stream about a full health stream, Theo. Your plan, everything. Let's do that in the future, please, Theo. I think that would be amazing.
I spend a significant amount of money on health. So, like, again, I have money. You guys know I have money, right? So I normally spend at least $2,000 on health.
Every month?
Monthly. Yep, every monthly.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Yeah.
So
don't play around with it. I don't play around with it at all.
So your strategy right now, in our stream on when you called in on Saturday or Sunday, you mentioned about I'm tired of building now. I got to live life. So is 50 the endpoint as to, okay, I've done my certs, I've got the experience, got the house, I got the stocks. I know on the Patreon we did your stocks and your investments on the Patreon. You broke it down. Is that it, or is you going to focus on family now?
It's the degree, the hyper level of sacrifice that I've done is pretty much over. So I mean, there's just how many times in the last decade, and particularly my 40s, I'd be like, I have something like on Thursday, I have a big meeting. So I would start on like Tuesday morning and wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I would just study, and then I would work and then study, and I wouldn't walk outside. I wouldn't like go to the gym. I wouldn't do anything. I would, for that one meeting, I would just work, study for it, and prepare. And then when let's say I got the job, which is normally true, like say, I'm hitting 50% acceptance rate. Then when I get to the job, all I do is work for a certain period of time. And I don't have any other life. It just work, study. And I don't know what television is. I don't know entertainment. I don't go out to eat, nothing. It's just straight out work. And that process, I determined, I was like, okay, this is pretty much done. I've turned 50. I think I have enough going on. I can do some updates. I can do some additional studies. Yeah. But the high degree of the super level of study of sacrifice is over.
Wow. Amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing. Okay. IT career. What about that? Is that more jobs? Is that more certs? Or is that, okay, I think I'm experienced now. No more studying.
I'll still be doing the certs, but it's getting a lot easier to do the certs right now. And so, I mean, I'm doing some maintenance. I'll be expanding in certain areas. What I'm trying to do, my real goal is by the end of the year, get a proper Kubernetes Udemy, focusing first on administration and then also then on the security and how to do threat modeling with Kubernetes, and actually how to not only work with security in the office, but actually how to pass interviews. And it's because of my own frustrations that I've had with Kubernetes in the market. So I'm working on, that's one of my personal goals, is to get that done by the end of the year. I'll probably finish it when I'm in Brazil. And let me think. There's some other things in multi-cloud that I'll be working on. I'm probably going to do Prisma. So that's something, a specialty, a platform that I would like to specialize in and actually teach the guys how to do. There's a few areas of where I think that Black Mint in particular can shine and do a lot of work and actually be dominant. and one of them is in healthcare IT cloud compliance. So, and also in NIST 700, 853 base compliance. So what I'm going to be trying to do is build repositories so that people in the group can interact, but actually take code, take examples, take questions, and have a centralized area where they can grow. Also, what I'll be planning on doing is I've got some really good students in the class. I mean, I have some who are definite leaders, and I would say like probably within the next year or so, I'm going to be switching over to having some of those guys teach courses. I'll be like, hey, I think you can teach CCP. You know, do you want to do this or not? You know what the gig is, it has to be for free, but you know, can you do it as a part of the group? And then that would allow me to do more of the advanced stuff, and some of the other guys can actually do some of the basic teaching in the class, which would be good. But probably not entirely, because as I said on the stream today on Bernard, even in my class, a lot of what I do in the class is I'm socializing the students, and I'm saying, I understand where you are as a Black man. You don't think you can do it. I understand where you are. I'm going to beat this doubt out of you, because this is blocking your advancement, your growth. And those sessions where I'm trying to beat that out of the guy, those are probably more important than the actual cloud teaching that I'm giving. So that might be something that I do. That's part of what I do. So it might be like one guy teaches one thing, but I'm still in there with the beginning guys and doing that. And then also I'm teaching the advanced stuff, and some other guys teach the intermediate. Something like that might be worthwhile. But I will go to another model where the students are actually teaching. That'll probably start from next year.
Fantastic. Awesome, man. Wow. Incredible, bro. Incredible. Happy birthday for reaching an incredible milestone. So I'm going to open up the phone lines for brothers to congratulate Theo on his birthday. Please feel free in doing so. Please be respectful. If you don't like Theo, kick rocks. Kick rocks. Don't call in trying to troll. No, none of that stuff. So if you have any questions, please call in or hit your questions in the PayPal or Super Chats. Okay, please support the channel. Always support the movement. If you have a question, send in a Super Chat, send in a PayPal, and I'll definitely answer that for you. If not, call in to ask Theo your questions. So let's get cracking, man. So happy birthday again, Theo, and let's get some questions for you, and then we'll have a great discussion. There's a celebratory stream for someone who has done many great things for the movement and will do great things this year and forevermore. Thank you, Theo.
Yep. Yeah, I like it when some people on stream say that Black men are building, and I come in, I'm like, like my students can destroy you. Like they're built, they're trained, they know what they're doing. Like my students can go over to another country and survive. Can you? Like they know what they're doing. Like these guys aren't wimps, and it's because they're going up against me, and I'm teaching them what's up. It's like this. It's really black and white, but also when I'm teaching you, I'm actually giving you the theory. What I'm trying to do is get the guys to think for themselves. So I got on this one stream one time, and this woman is saying like these guys can't do anything. They're blah blah blah, and I said I got over 10 guys making over $100,000 a year abroad. They don't want to come back. They're all working in IT cloud, and you're not qualified to date any of them. You know, they wouldn't go down in level to actually talk to you. And she was, I was like, good, say what you want, because I'll make 100 more. So I can just keep on going. I'm just like, good, bring it on. I'll make more guys who actually go abroad. I'm not playing with you. So I was just on one Facebook group before we got in here, and they're talking about how the passport bros have won, and going off of what Obsidian stated. He stated that it is now time for Western women to start thinking about what their relationship status is going to be, because if even 10% of marriage-worthy men become passport bros, it's a wrap for Western women. That's it. The idea of them getting married will be zero. So I was just saying on stream, I was like, right now, the passport bros have won, and basically Western women need to be thinking of their relationship status with cats and dogs. All right. That's it. Like, how do they love their dog? Like, what's their dog's name? Like, you know, was it a lover? Is it a comforter? Like that. Like, that's what they need to be thinking about, because or marriage? Ain't gonna happen. No, it's gone. No, they killed it. So they get we're not gonna. It's not gonna be dead for us. We can use a passport. We can get married.
Damn. Thank you, Theo. Right, so let me bring in Mr. Lone Wolf Shaolin. Can I bring you on? Give me a thumbs up, bro. You got your camera on. Is that okay? Okay. All right, awesome, bro. Let me bring you in. How you doing, Lone Wolf Shaolin?
I'm doing good. I'm going good. It's nice to finally meet you.
I know this. I know this person. This person looks
Hey.
familiar.
Hey, what's going on, Professor Theo? What's going on?
Yeah. I'm going well. He's one of my students, class 3. He's suffering. He's doing it. He's just so you know, I always tell my students, my first certification test, I failed 3 times. So he's in my group. Yeah.
5 points away. I was like, what the hell? But I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt about it. I just keep going. I'm like having attitude. So
I just want to say this before we continue on this. I want people here to notice and to understand, failure is a part of success. And if you're not failing, you probably aren't trying. So if you think you're going to go through it and be successful straight out the beginning, that's unrealistic. You have to accept failure. And one of the big lessons that I learned when I was younger was that if I wanted to live, if I wanted to be successful, I first had to accept the failure and actually see the failure and continue on. And in the class, I give my students all kinds of examples of me failing. It's not just me, so successful. It's failure after failure. And I tell them what it's like. And so when the students fail, some do, that's normal. I make sure they talk about it with other people, and I make sure that they're embraced and understood, that they are accepted in the group with their failure, because they're stronger now, and I want them to continue. So that's why we talk about failure, and we embrace it, and we just keep on going with it.
Yep, that is correct. That's what I learned when I was in college after I graduated with my associates and everything. Like I failed in certain things, but I pulled through, paid my way through, and then I'm here. But I was I didn't know that you were going to be on, Theo, because I was currently studying right now, doing my practice exams and stuff like that for my CCP, because I'm going to be retaking it soon. But now I wanted to come up here, wish you happy birthday. I wasn't sure if you saw my post and everything. I was like 50.
I got well over 100 letters, and I was just talking to IP about this. I got so many communications from women, like unbelievable levels. So I was just like, what? And they're like, hey, like, let's go out, let's do this and that. I'm like, nah. So I got it at a pretty good time. So I'm still writing I'm writing people back, I'm answering. So it'll take me a little bit of time, but I'll get to it.
Oh no, it's all good. It's no biggie. I just wanted to personally say thank you it's an honor to be your student, and I'm always going to keep going and keep getting more certs, and I'm going to study hard. But I wanted to come up here and personally actually wish you happy birthday, because I didn't even know it was your birthday today. I was like, oh, it's your birthday.
I'm working it. So yeah, thank you very much. You're doing marvelously in the class. And again, I don't compare you to the top level guy. I compare you to where you were before.
Yeah.
And compared to your first day in the class, you're doing much better.
Oh, yeah. Compared to difference. I was like, what? I remember like in the beginning, I was like, damn, what? And then now it's like advancing. The more I start reading, the more I start doing it. It's like now it's just getting in your head, but it's a slow process, you know. So I'll
Mhm.
definitely get it, you know.
Keep it
But
going.
yeah. All right, I'll be dropped down. Gotta get back to studying. All right. I'll see y'all
So,
next.
yeah.
Good
See you in
job,
class.
bro.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Lone Wolf.
Nice.
Hopefully you pass your exam next time.
Yeah, thank you, IP. It's nice seeing you. You're one of your new subscribers, so thanks.
Hey, thank you, man. All the best in your future exams.
All right, you too.
Shout out to Mr. Prince O for the $5 super chat. Happy birthday, Theo. Great work, man. It's amazing to see a brother guiding younger black men. Yes, indeed, man. Which is why I don't really do, dedicated streams for anyone, but we gotta do it for Theo. We gotta do it for Theo. We gotta do it for Theo, man. He's done a lot of his free time. He teaches like 5 classes a week. A lot of his free
Yeah.
time doing that. Doesn't charge for it. Um, amazing, man. So I've got to respect that. And he's changed a lot of black men's lives. And we want to change more black men's lives in the future, man. So please, Theo, keep doing what you're doing. Whenever you feel tired, man, feel free to step away because health is very important. I know you're planning. Oh, and let's speak about it. Yeah. Who's this lady in your? What is that you're drinking? Is that apple juice?
No. This is C4. So it has no calories, and it's basically nitric oxide. And what nitric oxide does is it actually expands your arteries, so it makes your blood flow faster. And the reason why it's important is that um, it reverses the possibility of like vein damage and also possibility for a heart attack. So I drink a lot of C4 and also I take red beet juice, doing powder concentration form. I do that like twice, 3 times a day. It actually replaced my aspirin regimen that I used to take. So it's good. It's actually very useful.
It's C4 Celicore, right? Celicore 4. That's
Silicon,
your thing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good stuff, man. Good stuff.
yeah.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for that super chat, Prince O. So, yeah, who's this lovely lady in your life? Is she a Latina? Is she from Kazakhstan? Who is she, bro? And
I
what's her plan in your 50th year and beyond?
I wish she were from Kazakhstan. I would like that. No, she's from Ukraine. Um, I've been here with her for a number of years. I've talked with other women also, but she's the one who just like kind of always there. And things started really turning around with her, and it's looking more and more or less that I'm going to be marrying her. And so um, there are some things I have to consider. What we've actually talked about, which is one thing is that she wants to have a condo in Ukraine, and I'm more open to it now than I was before, because now I understand. Like before COVID, doing remote work like that consistently would have been more difficult, but now I can get away with it. So she doesn't necessarily want to be in America. That sort of thing. So she's like, okay, how about like even like a big house in Houston? She's like, okay, well, how about 2 months a year in Houston or 3 months a year in Houston? And then we do the rest between Brazil and Ukraine. How's that? That's her point of view. So this is what I tell you guys that again, I'm a passport bro. I've been a passport bro for a very long time. When you go abroad, most of the women do not want to leave their country or their culture. And one of the things that I find to be so funny about Western women when they're opposing passport bros is that those women, those modern women, are focused on their own country. And I look at them and say, well, you obviously don't know what you're talking about because you're saying that other women want to be in your country, but the reality is those other women abroad, they're kind of like you regarding country. They're only focused on their country. So modern woman, you're thinking about your country, and like a Filipina, she's thinking about her country. All right. So Cantonese woman, she's thinking about her country. She doesn't want to be an outside. What she wants basically is to get that Western man and import him to her environment. That would be perfect for her. Okay? Because that would like give her status upgrade, and that she could be with her family and everything that she's used to. And it really makes sense, because if you really think about living in the West, what is there? It's just cars, highways, and strip malls. You don't really have community, right? So, like, what is there? Whereas when you go abroad, there's lots of community. So her big point is like, hey, why don't you buy a condo in Kiev, and then I can be close to my family, and then we can be there for a certain amount of time every year, and then, we can go back to America sometimes, and we can go in Brazil and just kind of live that way. And it's something that I'm considering to doing with her. So, well, we do have a little joke. We said, let's think about living in Ukraine like 5 years after the war is over, because everything's on fire right now. Right? She's like, okay, yeah, that works. So, yeah, that's what we're thinking about doing.
Wow, amazing. Yes, Phil's happy. Phil's got his bay. Fantastic.
I'll show you. I'll get while you're doing this, I'll get a photo of her and give it to you on Facebook so you can see who she is.
Amazing. Thank you, bro.
Sure.
Shout out to Mr. The Naughty Bear for the $5 super chat. Thank you, The Naughty Bear. A bottle Chateau. You came. That's some rich stuff, bro. What the hell is that? Happy bear day. Thank you, bro, for the support. I love his beer statements. But what the hell is Chateau de Wickham? Is that some high value champagne?
It's a pretty good drink. I pretty much liked what he said. I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting something high level, probably for Friday. Yeah. But the thing is that Angelica, she's pretty much like, hey, let's celebrate your birthday when you go to Slovakia. I'm like, okay, all right. So that's what I'm planning on doing.
Okay, so you're gonna have a big birthday celebration this weekend, Friday. What's the plan, bro?
I had one Friday last week, so they took me out. Yeah, a lot of things in Austin you don't talk about after 10 p.m. So yeah, I had my fun. And then I'm waiting. I'm probably gonna do one in Slovakia. But again, I taught 2 classes on Saturday and another class on Sunday. So that wasn't party time. It was elliptical, weight loss, and work. Teach. That's what I did.
Amazing. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker in the building for the $20 super chat. Johnny Walker, superstar student, high value man, intelligent brother. Appreciate you, Johnny, for always the support, man. Honestly, it means a lot to me, Johnny. Thank you very much, bro. Happy birthday, Theo. Met Theo through KS Mixed Group. I thought I had already made it as a process engineer, but he motivated me to stay hungry for new challenges and to push my professional life and income to new heights. Thank you. Amazing, bro. Bro, you haven't even reached your peak yet, Johnny. You're going to be Theo in a year's time. Trust me, but you're going to be a Theo 0.2.
Yeah. What I always say about you, Johnny, is that you have all the foundation and the processes to trump anything that I've ever done in my life. But what you're suffering is execution, and you don't have the urgency to execute. You enjoy where you are, whereas me, I was always hungry. Like, I couldn't stop. It was always more, and that was mainly because I was in another country. I did have to think about my situation. I had to keep on moving. And if I didn't, then that was it. That was it for me. I wasn't going to make it. So I had to keep on going, whereas you don't necessarily have that situation. You can be comfy. So as I told you, keep it going. Keep on going. You're brilliant. You're absolutely brilliant. But if you don't apply it, I know plenty of brilliant people who are under $100,000 a year. You could easily do $500,000 a year by the time you're 40. Easy.
Wow.
Like, simple. Yeah. But
Johnny, there's a lot of high expectations for you, Johnny. Theo is essentially handing over the baton to you. Once Theo has his children, his triplets or twins in the future, he's gonna step back a bit on the channel, and I'm gonna be very sad when that day happens. So I'm gonna cherish every day that Theo's on his channel. I know he's gonna be very busy in the future, and he won't be coming on the channel much. So Johnny, you have to be that man to take the baton and run with it, bro. You're up next, Johnny, and we mean that, bro. There's a lot of expectations for you, Johnny. So I hope you achieve your goals and objectives for this year, Johnny. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, Johnny.
Yep.
Fantastic.
On Facebook and Messenger, I sent you 2 photos.
Let me check it.
Yeah, Johnny, you can definitely do it. You're a beast. It's kind of like you really remind me of Neo in the Matrix before he met the Oracle. He's like, you've got it, but you don't use it. Like, what's up? So, yeah. You like her?
This mofo Theo got a skinny blonde. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I really like her. So, the thing with her is that when she's in a room, she just lights up the entire room. She's in control of it. But she's also kind of an introvert. She's kind of a nerd. So even though she has that amazing aurora, she doesn't use it. She just like sits. She's always behind me. So I just like, wow. And then she talks to me. She's like, this is what I want. And then after that, she's just totally passive. She's like, okay. So like she's had requirements for me before, and I did what she wanted. And then afterwards, she's like, all right, everything's fine. And she just totally chill out. I'm like, that's it. She's like, yeah, I don't even care anymore. That's it. I'm good. I'm like, wow, you have teeth, but then you just go to sleep. Curl up and go to sleep. Like, okay. You have teeth, but you don't use them. Okay. All right, fine. So you see her. She's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Is this a new chick or same one that you showed us in the group last year? Same one?
No, that was a different one that I showed in the group. So I kept on talking with her. Kept on talking with her, and she just started getting really weird. And I met her also. And
did you?
Yeah, I met her in person. And
in America?
In Ukraine.
You went to Ukraine, bro?
Oh yeah, of course.
You went to Ukraine?
Yeah, I've been to Ukraine more than once. Yeah. So 2000 before we met, I was actually in Ukraine for a while, so I met her while I was there. But then, like every few years, I would actually go to Ukraine and travel and meet somebody that I met from either an agency or a matchmaker. So the one you saw in the group was somebody I got her from a matchmaker, and she's very fun. But she just had her 30th. That blonde in the group, she just had her 34th birthday, and her energy is totally gone from the war and everything. I'm just like, what's going on with you, right? Something's wrong. Whereas Angelica is just like, hey, let's keep on going. I don't care. There's a war. I'm doing life. I'm like, okay, you could probably deal with adversity. All right.
Wow. I thought you went to Ukraine in the last few months. I'm like, bro, there's a war going on. But you must have been before. That makes sense.
So I'm going to Slovakia, and I'm going to Poland in June. And I'm going to be talking with people, see the situation. I might meet that other girl as well. But it seems like Angelica has everything that I want. So I can kind of accept her. All right. You can put one of her photos on the group. The pink one, the pink dress. That's acceptable. If you want to put it on the stream, you can.
Are you sure? On the stream now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me try and get that sorted out if I can. Shout out to Mr. Yambaba for the £15.62 PayPal. Brothers, please feel free to hit the PayPal. YouTube takes a 45% cut each and every super chat. I'm not happy about that. So PayPal doesn't. So please support the PayPal if you can. Thanks for honoring Big Brother Theo on his birthday. He deserves all the best. The Greek meaning of Theo is Whoa, what is that? Huh? It's all obfuscated. I need to search
Oh
that up.
no,
What's the Greek meaning of Theo?
the Greek meaning of Theo is gift of God.
Okay, gift of God. And look at the gift that Theo gives to brothers, man. Free intel on being a passport bro, financial information, nutritional information, teaching us, man. Amazing. Thank you, Theo. Long live Theo. Long live Theo. Yes, indeed, man. Absolutely. Long live the goats, Theo. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
Yambaba. Awesome. Theo, you better live long, bro. So get that health needs to be on point. I gotta see you make it to 100. Maybe all make it to 100. Lord willing, please, please, please.
I'm
Plus, Theo,
just
you too, Theo.
I'm just my first goal right now is to get Angelica over or to be with her, and then make a kid, and then try to get 100 passport bros from the class. That's really what I'm trying to do. But it's gonna take some time because you got a certain amount who drop out, quit the class. You got a certain amount who take like lower level jobs, and that's it. They just stop, and that's all they want to do. So I got a certain amount of guys who shoot themselves in the foot, and then you got some guys who are like, yeah, going out, boom, that's it. I'm unbeatable. I can keep on going. So those guys who are executing and going, those are trying to make those kind of guys, the kind of level of guys. But it's taking a lot of work. So yeah, I'll stay alive longer at least to get that. That's the next goal.
Thank you, bro. Another 60 years plus. Let me bring in Mr. P Money Patrick. P Money Patrick, can I bring you in? Give me a thumbs up, please, bro. Awesome. Let me bring in P Money Patrick. How you doing, P Money?
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, bro. How you keeping?
Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's an honor for me to welcome me to your stream. I just want to come in here. I came back from Belgrade, Serbia, and Warsaw, Poland. Was it last 2 months? Yes. So it's I just want to come in here and support and experience as well. I've been traveling for a while now. I'm doing Eastern Europe, the couple of Asia as well, and I got a couple of women over there that I'm vetting for long term, potentially, and actually, one of them happened to come to the U.S. on her own to do her masters here, so. Even though she's still in the mix, but it's not like a done thing. And the other one is
P Money.
yeah.
Thanks for calling in, bro. But this is a Theo celebration stream, so it's only about Theo. It's his birthday, but I'm happy to hear your
my
intel.
bad.
Do you mind reaching out to me on Instagram, bro? Send me a DM, and we can speak about your experiences there, and get you on the channel to speak about it as well, brother. I'll give you a platform.
Yeah. Definitely. Happy birthday, Theo.
Thank you. We do want to hear about your experiences. That's how the platform grows. And we do want you to tell what your life is like there. But yeah, international passport keeps a very organized ship. So it's not no deviance. It's only no variance. It's only one time stream here. So we got to go with his system.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
Most definitely, 100%. All right, thanks so much. Yeah, take care.
All right, thanks, bro. I look forward to your message. Yeah, we'll speak soon.
All right, what's your Instagram?
So International Passport 5. So it's in the live stream chat, and it's on the screen there, bro. International Passport 5. Right. It's on the screen there,
all
bro.
Right, I
so when you jump
right
off, okay, awesome, bro.
Yes, I connect right now. Excellent.
All right, thank you, P Money. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Rich Spirit for the $99 super chat. Rich Spirit, appreciate you both for the support. Salute to you, brother. Happy birthday for your WAF. I'm dropping in right quick to show support to a great teacher and mentor. Yes, indeed, man. Thank you very much, Theo. Appreciate you, bro. I had to execute better as well. I've been lazy this year so far. Last year I went ham. This year, I don't know, man. I've been thinking a lot this year. I don't know why. A lot on my mind. So I need to get back to where I was, last year as I was pushing harder and just execute more and push myself.
Yeah, I'm definitely executing quite heavily right now, and I'm actually building new ways of like patterns of living and trying to be more like proactive in working and studying and delivering and being a better professional. So it's part of the reason why I'm still waiting until I like have fun right now. I'm still pushing it. So I'm doing a little less, but what my little less is I'm going to the gym a lot. I'm actually waiting for Sao Paulo to really express myself and have an extroverted life and have some fun. Right now, it's more about like getting these modules taught. I need to teach DevOps in May. That's a lot of work. I tried doing it. Tried doing it last year. I got some things done. A lot I didn't. So I need to be able to execute a DevOps class successfully and teach AZ 400. That's work. So it's one thing. That's what I tell you guys. It's one thing to be a student, and it's one thing to go into the office and work in there. It's quite another to actually teach it. And that's because you have to know not only the deliverable and the path, but you have to actually understand where the students are and move them one step at a time towards a goal. And then you have to be ready for random inputs that make no sense, like towards what the path that we're going. But somebody's asking this or that, and they're asking whether or not it's actually associated. And you have to respect the student and actually guide the student and be honest and be fair to the student. And when I do this is a lot of energy. I have to be ready to do this, or else I'll be in like bad snark mode. Because like we were both IT, you know how we get moody in the office place. So if we don't like something, we could just like snark out at you, right? Just be cruel and unusual, right? So I have to turn that off while I'm teaching, and if I don't prep myself right, it doesn't happen, and then I have an injured student. I can't do that. So I'm gonna say it's a lot of work, and I'm still in this application mode right now. Just deliver, teach, bring value to the students, do something, teach at a level that they can understand better, that they can reproduce it, have better confidence, and get into an interview, pass it, and then get there day one and be ready to work and be successful. And I can tell you, it's a lot of work to do.
Awesome. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Matt Battle in the building, always supporting Patreon member too. Much love to you, Matt Battle. I appreciate it a lot, brother. Thank you very much for the $9.99 super chat. Theo went through some crazy things, made it through all that ish, and is still standing, still teaching us top intel, IT, and sharing wisdom regarding traveling that you really can't get anywhere. Yes, indeed, man. Great super chat there, Matt Battle. Absolutely, man. Thank you very much, bro. And shout out to Mr. Matt Battle again for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Matt Battle, again for the support. Your impact is huge. Your story is inspiring. Thanks for everything you do. A happy B-Day, Theo. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Matt Battle. Appreciate you, brother. Much love to you, brother. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. John G in the building for the $10 super chat. Happy birthday, Theo. You are a prime example of heroes don't always wear capes, badges, or uniforms. Yes, indeed. This is because real heroes don't want to be identified by villains' quiches. Thanks. Yes, indeed, bro. Yes, indeed. That's a great super chat. Thank you, Mr. John G.
Yeah, heroes use Terraform. Yeah, that's what heroes do. Again, when Keisha starts talking, I'm like, I'll go teach 100 guys Terraform. Watch this.
And heroes know Python too. So join that Python course. I'm teaching that next week. And I am going to stop taking people on the 7th of April. If you join after that, you will not be in my classes. So make sure you join my Python class, join the Python tier, either the Python tier, the bronze IT tier, the platinum tier, or the lightning tier on my Patreon to get into my Python class, and send me a DM on Patreon. Jay Takashi, I see you in the background. Give me a second, bro. So let me share Theo WAF's beautiful girlfriend in her stunning red dress. Oh, you know I love a red dress on a woman. Not actually a pink dress. I love pink on a woman. Pink nails, pink dress, pink shoes. Yeah, I love that. So let me share that real quick. So share screen. Make sure I share the right screen and not some crazy ish.
Yeah, you have to worry about that. Like, So, how many times I'm teaching and I have photos of her, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh, get rid of those photos. They'll see in the class. But that's her. That's Angelica. Yeah, she's very beautiful. And she's fun. She's fun. I know, not just like, again, she has a master's degree. Yeah, she's very educated. She could be snarky as well, but she wants family. That's it. And she wants the man to lead. She wanted various things with me, with our relationship over the years. And I told her, no, I'm not going to give that to you. I said, basically, you're the wife. You're going to have kids. You're going to be my support. You're going to be behind me. You're going to give me advice when I need to have it. You're going to be watching my situation to make sure I don't do something stupid. But your main role is the home and the family. And if you can't accept that, I'll get somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that was hard for her to take, so for a long time. And I said, I'm not bending. And so when she thought that I would get older and that I would bend and do everything I could for her, instead, I got a little older, yes, but I took more of the Crimson Capsule and I just got richer. And then as I told her, I said, like as years went on, I said, you're getting older and I'm getting richer, which means I can replace you with another one of you. So you're either on my program or you're out. And I said, we have kind of a special relationship, but I said, have I ever executed power over you? Have I ever told you what to do? Have I ever been abusive? And she's like, no, not. Like, she's the one who usually tries to dictate things. And I said, okay, you have the freedom. I haven't tried to control you or anything, but if you're going to be in my house, this is the way it's going to be. And so finally she's like, okay, I don't care anymore. She's like, yeah. At one point she's just like, okay, marry me, just impregnate me, it's okay. Let's just do it. Yeah. So I actually won with her.
But you also have the choice of the Japanese side chick. I mean, Japanese, tons of beautiful women in Japan as well. And I know you said you're not going much to Japan, but if there are times where you got to step out marriage or you want a side chick, I think that's in your interest, Theo, if you want to do it. I'm not sure if you're a polygamous, Theo. I don't know about you.
No. No. I would say this about Angelica. She's very aware of situations. So if I were with another woman in the same city, or if I traveled to another one, she would figure that out immediately. So I wouldn't even play around with her. And so basically, as I told her, I said, if you're going to be the wife, if you're going to do this, then you're going to get my full energy, right? And she's like, okay. As long as I don't drink alcohol and I don't betray her and I financially support the family so that she doesn't have to work, she's good. Doesn't care.
Amazing. Awesome. So, brothers, this is Theo's beautiful fiance, right? Fiance. Was it fiancé?
Not yet.
What's the correct terms? Sorry.
Fiance. Yeah. It's basically the way I think it's going to go down is when I go to Slovakia, we're going to talk again. And if we decide to get married, then we'll just get married like in 1 week.
Oh.
Let's do it immediately. Yeah.
In Slovakia, I'm guessing, right?
In Slovakia. Yeah.
Okay. Would it be a storage marriage or a actual paperwork marriage?
Well, I can't get her out of the country, out of the EU, because she's a refugee right now. So I mean, it has to be legal. I need to use the power of my U.S. citizenship to bring her to other countries. So, like for example, if I want to go with her to Brazil, where she wants to go to Brazil, I would need to show the Brazilian embassy that I'm her husband and that I'm the one doing the money. If I just do a spiritual, that would be nothing, because they would just look at her and say, well, what's the source of your income? And it's nothing right now. She doesn't have a source.
Okay. Before I bring any callers in, so you're well protected, right? You got prenup is going to be in order. How are you going to protect yourself, brother? Just in case.
Yeah, I've got trust funds up. Yeah. I got trust funds, and then I got prenup ready to go. I got it translated. So there are some things that we would be doing for my protection. But to be honest, I pretty much trust her. Yeah, at this point. Yeah. She knows that she can be traded out. And as I told her, I said, okay, so I'm not gonna give you like a U.S. visa in the beginning. So you're gonna at least a year or 2 years you'll be in Slovakia or Ukraine or Poland. So like you'll be going with me to Brazil or something like that, but you will not be touching on U.S. soil. So if we're married, you don't have any access to any of my assets. She doesn't even care. No, she's like, give me a kid. That's what she wants.
Fantastic. Yeah, and we also got to speak about maybe do a combined stream, preparing for marriage, how you protect yourself, what you did, the trust funds, whatever, and also the nutritional stream as well. Maybe do that together in the future, Theo.
Yeah.
Sometime in April. If that's okay with you, brother.
I got no problems with that. Yeah.
Let me bring in Mr. Jay Takashi. Then for Alexandra, I see you in the background. You're confirmed. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in Jay Takashi. What's going on, Jay? Oh, you're on mute.
How you doing?
On mute you.
Sorry about that. Konnichiwa, Kyodai. First of all, I want to say congratulations to my man Theo. Happy birthday to you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm glad to know you're healthy and alive. That means a lot to me that a brother is still alive and kicking. Instead of dying prematurely. Like I always like to hear more about brothers being alive and taking care of their body. Especially with that stream, you told us what we need to stay healthy and also prolong our lives and things like that. You're drinking a lot of green tea and a lot of water. So I think I'm on the right path so far. And I get my daily exercise when I get off of work. So trust me, it's really working. But like I said, I came here to hear you out, on you possibly being married. Well, possibly if it's a talk coming around. And also that's a stream I am going to do about what brothers need to have before they get married, things like that. And also in order for you to identify this woman is for, quote unquote, your mission and your mindset, you need to vet properly and also make sure you have your affairs in order. You said everything that was actually correct. Like everything you said was yes, you are replaceable if you don't go by a quote unquote the boundaries that I set forward. Because you're the one that's gonna have to provide. You're the one that's gonna have to do all these variables in order for the family to prosper. Which is what I think every man should actually stumble into. You need to be able to do that. And also, I've always said, if there's no personal growth growing within you, then you didn't do your job. Because I say this with college, and I tell everybody, don't just get a degree. Make sure you learn from as many people as you possibly can. And of course, and when I say that, brother, I mean the ones who have already lived in it already. Talk to them, because they're the ones who are successful over you. You're technically the neophyte. They are the freaking the lotus. The way I would see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, an Asian proverb that I had to get out right there. But I think it's very important what you're doing right now, and also how you're ready for the next form of life to walk that journey with someone, and that's important because brothers being alone the rest of their life is not. I'm sorry, the single man being by himself for the rest of life is not a good look for anyone, for the most part. But it's only if you find a woman that is on your program does that seem feasible. So
let me comment on that. You really brought some good points on there. And that's something that I was thinking about for a long time. And so basically, I read some research on this from multiple sites. And particularly for a man, between the ages of 35 and 45 are critical. And during this time period, you want to have a community, a family. You want to have love and peace. And if you don't actually get that, then you having a longer life is in jeopardy. So
Okay.
well, I knew about this, and actually, between 35 and 45, I was in misery. But I was building myself up, going from the blue capsule to the crimson capsule, doing everything that was necessary. And one of the things that came out of it is that not only did I do self-improvement, I took the therapy and I got my money up and everything, but I didn't incur any additional damage from women. And I knew how to draw the line in the sand and say, this is acceptable, this is not. If you're not on the program, I'm not going to accept you. And that was, I was going to say, that was from the Black Manosphere. That was me watching quite a number of podcasts and saying, this is the way it has to be. And just, okay, yeah, I'll lay it down. And then also Kevin Samuels, him saying how you have to give instructions to a wife and give her things to do so that she feels a purpose. And I was like, this is old school. This is like lost generation stuff. But we actually kind of need it. So I started doing that stuff more and more with my girl, and it started working. And I was like, oh yeah, this is it. So when I finally got that community in Brazil, I was like, hey, I can go there, I can have a community, but for some reason I like Angelica. So I want to have her in Brazil. Okay, that's it. I mean, that's where I feel comfortable. So yeah, it's gonna go down.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
what's up. And I want to say one more thing. IP, like I said, I love your content, brother. Like I said, I'm glad you're pushing brothers to actually be educated and also do it, like I said, to get them on this train to get their lives going. Because like I said, because young men need something to look up to. You're one of the people to look up to. You, Mr. Uncle Bar Theo, my man Tony Berry, which I'm really, like I said, which is like a mentor to me. So is Theo. They're like mentors. So it's just like like I said, more messages like these need to be seen. Not simply us just talking about always about, you being on top of your stuff. Like also see one of us actually get a W. Because like I said, I think when a man has a W in life, then that's when he's like hit jackpot. But also when the kids come into play, that's when you created something special. Because their teachings from you are literally gonna carry them on throughout the world. Because they carry on your genes and also your legacy. That's why I've always said, if you really want a family, then legacy is what you want to build up. Then you're gonna have to really, grind in the dirt like what I'm doing right now. So you're gonna have to grind in the dirt, build yourself up, and then once you're there, all I would tell you is just really surround yourself with people who have your best outlook and interest for you to succeed and not flop to the ground. Because a lot of people make this mistake of just when they get it, then they flop, and then they let the bad influence of others get into their head, and that's one of the most mystifying things to me was that. But I won't take up this panel's time much longer. Congratulations to you, brother Theo. Like I said, I hope everything goes well for you, brother, and you have that family that you've always wanted, and also the woman that is on your program that you really care about. So, y'all cats have a great night. All right.
Thank you, Takashi.
Arigato.
Oh, yes, to me.
Jamate.
Jana.
Oh, yes, Minasai. Shout out to Mr. John on the Patreon. Sorry, shout out to Mr. John Lewis on the PayPal donation. John, thank you, bro, for the support. Happy birthday, Theo. I know if I work half as hard as you, I will break in soon. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jen, for the kind words. Theo really deserves it. Shout out to Mr. Eric for the $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, Eric, for the support. Much appreciation, bro. Much love to you, brother. Shout out to Mr. J. Remo for the £5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Much appreciation, J. Remo. Again, second time tonight. Appreciate you, bro. Happy birthday, Theo. Is there ageism issue in the IT sector? What's the oldest student you have had that broke into the IT industry?
I would say it's not. IT right now is dominated by boomers and Gen X. So if you're older, it's probably better because you're one of us. So we expect you to be old school. We expect you to know analog and how to do old systems. We expect you to be able to, like in my class, we expect you to be able to do HTTP and not HTTPS and understand why that's used. We can go further and do port 20, port 21, port 22, port 20 telnet, and you need to be able to do old school technology. So basically, if there's any kind of ageism, it's for the older guys. Yeah, that's how it's really going right now, because they're like, hey, the guys are coming up, don't know it. The oldest student I've had break in, 57. He's fine. Yeah, he's doing just fine.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you very much for that super chat, Jay. Much appreciation. Give me a second, Denford. Shout out to Mr. Chainbreaker TV for the $5 super chat. Chainbreaker TV, thank you for the support. Much appreciation, bro. I think he's also in your classes. Happy birthday. Health is wealth. Keep your cardio up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Also, weightlifting. You gotta do weightlifting. Can't deny that. My problem was that I did too much weightlifting and not enough cardio. So.
Oh yeah, for the muscles, right? For the muscles.
Yeah.
For stature, you need to have some muscles.
Yeah.
To keep your posture intact.
Well, yeah. You need to be lifting heavy weights. That's part of it. But you need to also be doing cardio. So I went too far lifting heavy weights and I bulked up too much. That was just not good. So you got to do the cardio. Oh well,
Awesome.
I live and learn.
Thank you, Theo. So we're going to wrap up in half an hour. I think 2 hours is enough.
Sure.
Unless you want to do it earlier, it's up to you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Israel Davila for the $10 super chat. What's up, Israel? Hope all is well, bro. Happy birthday, Theo, on this special day. I hope you feel loved, appreciated, and celebrated by all those around you. May this year be filled with joy, laughter, and plenty of unforgettable memories. Yes, indeed. Great super chat there, Israel Davila. Thank you very much for the kind words for Theo. Much appreciation, bro.
So let me
go on.
Hold on. Let me make a comment real quick. One of the things that again, thank you, Israel, for that. When I'm thinking about that and having people around you, one of the things that we've talked about as Passport Bros is that a lot of Black men, when they go abroad, they go for women who are much lower than what they could actually get. And so they go abroad and they can get an 8 and they go for a 4 instead, because what they're thinking about is Keisha, and they're not thinking about who the locals are or how much the girl likes you. And so I don't have that problem, and that's something you can see with Angelica. Angelica's smoking hot, straight out. She's a beautiful girl. And I never thought back for a second that what is it like? I'm a Black man. I can only have this kind of girl, or she's just too much for me, or anything like that. No, I was like, yeah, you're full of crap, just like other girls are. I have the red pill. I know how you act. I know what you do. I like you. Get on my program. Be with me, or you're out. I get somebody else. And she stayed on my program. She always stayed on my program. So I was going to say, guys, you can get absolute dime pieces out there. They are absolutely gorgeous, but you have to believe in yourself that you can do this. And also you have to forget Keisha from the United States or from the Western world. And you have to be like, that's one level. I could do totally better than you, Keisha. You're gone. So as you see with my girl, yeah, I don't even think about Western women. No, I totally forget them. I forget they exist.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Mr. Big Mac the Fisher for the $5 super chat. Keep working, bro. Welcome back, Big Mac the Fisher. Been a minute. Yes, indeed. Keep working, Theo. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let me bring in Mr. Denford Alexandra. What's going on, Denford?
Hey, good afternoon, IP. Thanks for having me on the channel. And Mr. Theo, I know you have this 1,000 times already tonight, but I wanna say it again. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I have a question. How can I join your IT class?
So you need you can class number 5 is in September. So I just started class number 4. We're already too advanced. You can't go in the beginning class right now.
Got it.
You'll get lost. So the next one is going to be in September, and that'll be about a 6-month course for the beginning part, because I'll be teaching Azure, GCP, and AWS, and it'll be preparing you for multi-cloud and DevOps from day one. So that's how that's where you get into that class. In the meantime, go study, if you can, go study Python with IP, because that'll get you some programming. I don't teach programming. I'm okay with programming, but it's I don't have the patience or the love to actually teach it. I can patiently teach infrastructure, cloud, networking, and security, compliance, and audit. I can do that all day, all night, and not get irritated. I can be a good teacher. So programming, go to IP. He's there. He's got a class. And in the meantime, go study up.
Do I need to register for your class in September?
No, yeah, kind of. Where are you sitting at? Where are you at?
Location wise?
Yeah.
I'm in Florida.
Okay, so we are having a meetup in Atlanta, so you need to go to the meetup, and it's there that we do the initial initialization, or the initial registration, and getting your computer right, getting your accounts right, getting everything right that we need to do, and then afterwards I can teach you remotely. The big problem, again, IP's been in my class. Usually the first 3 weeks, particularly if we're not meeting together, the first 3 weeks tends to be the most difficult, and for me stressful, because there's a lot of like hoops you've got to go through. There's got a lot of like installations you have to do, configurations you have to do in the beginning, and it's better for us to meet in person and actually do that in person and get that done. It's a much better class afterwards.
Sure.
So there's registration for it. I would say join IP's Facebook group, and then contact me from there, and then I'll get you into my registration group as well. I can take you from there.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Awesome. And if you're interested in the Python class I'll be teaching very soon, if you go on my Patreon, then if you join either the Python tier, bronze IT tier, the platinum tier, or lightning tier, and send me a DM that you're interested in the class, I'll add you to the list. Okay.
Got it.
All right.
I'll get back to you very soon.
All right. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Thank you very much. You got till April 7th. I'm not taking anyone in after April 7th. So be safe, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So a wonderful celebrationary stream for Mr. Theo. And if you've just joined, send your birthday wishes, wish Theo well, wish him success, more life, more success, more blessings, more opportunities this year in 2023. All well wishes, I believe in that. So wish him very well. Wish him great health, sound mind, physical health. The same way you wish father and mother health and blessings for their birthdays. Do it for our brother Theo, man. Give Theo his flowers. So thank you, Theo. All right, so let's say if no one calls in the next 10 minutes, we'll end the stream early, Theo, even though I planned it for 2 hours. So let me ask you this. So D Charles, it will be US EST, Eastern Time, America.
Why don't you make them do a local London time? I think Greenwich time is sufficient. I mean, you guys are the global power in terms of time. You might as well go ahead and just do it old school and say, you got to figure out the clock. I do the clock local. that would be fun. Yeah, but I gotta admit, I also use Eastern Standard Time when I'm doing my classes. So I don't know why, because I'm Central, right? So why should we do it at my time zone? But I don't, because you do it Eastern and I do it Eastern as well. So okay, that actually works. I want to say one more thing about my girl. Again, more things I learned from the manosphere, laying the law down. So with my girl, I told her that she was going to have children, or she was going to willingly participate in having children. Like, so she had to be eager to get pregnant. And then the children were mine. They came out, and they would have my name. Like, there wasn't going to be any hyphenated thing with her. Like, it's going to be my name, and that she was breastfeeding the children until a certain time. There wasn't going to be any of this crap going on, and I don't care how she feels. I don't care about it. Like, she needs support, that's fine, but she's going to sit down and do that properly. And she wasn't going to be working or anything like that. And that her devotion was going to be towards the children and making sure they're properly supported. And if she didn't want that, I can go out and get another 22-year-old, or I can go get a 24-year-old someplace else. And she, at first, she was startled. She was like, "I don't believe you're saying this to me." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm saying it to you. This is it." And then also I told her she's not going to be entertaining any kind of poly relationship. That's it. She's with a Black American man for the rest of her life. And if she has a problem with it, she can go back to Yvonne, on the war zone, who's a drunk. Go right ahead for it. I don't care. I'll just wish you goodbye, and that's it. And she said, "Okay, that's it."
Respect.
Yeah, you really do have to lay the law down, guys, with these women. You just have to say that this is it. It's not controlling. You're saying this is the conditions to be with me, and if you don't want to be with me, if you don't like these conditions, then there's another guy for you. Go get somebody else. And as you grow up, in terms of the high value line, you have more options. She has less. So
very true, man. Very, very true. So I noticed you mentioned the polygamy stuff, right? Was that so? You agreed with her that you're not gonna have another woman on the side. It's just her, or you told her, "Listen, don't bring any guy. I don't play that funny business. You're with me. Don't play me like that. We're for each other one-on-one."
Okay, so it was. Oh yeah, I said, yeah, there's not going to be another guy. I'm not going to do another woman either. And then I said, we're a little bit more specific with her. I said, you're going to be a blonde until I say that you don't have to be a blonde anymore. You're either going to be a platinum blonde or some sort of natural blonde or something like that. It has to be one or the other, but you're not doing this brunette crap. You're going to get your nails done correctly, and you wear heels. You're going to wear red bottoms, and I can abuse your hips as much as I want. And she said, "Okay." She's like, "All right, I know what this is." I'm like, "Okay, that's it." But the thing with her is that you have to properly support her. So she's not, the thing with her, okay, like if I travel first class, she's next to me, right? So there isn't any of her traveling someplace else. She's literally next to me. If I go to a gorgeous hotel, she's going to be there with me. There isn't any separation between us. Of course, I have to be taking her to restaurants every once in a while. I can't just have her at home pregnant all the time. I have to give her proper support. So yeah, you do have to think about the lifestyle. So she's going to have a certain kind of lifestyle. But for that lifestyle, of course, she's like, yeah, of course, you want these kids, you want the situation, I'll do it.
I like that. So she's going to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. That's it. Or will she work?
Our rule is she has to be full-time stay-at-home mom until the youngest child goes into the first grade. At that time, she's free. She wants to do something, she can, as long as it doesn't interfere with her primary duties of being a mother. And for that, I'm providing her. Actually, I'm doing a double pension. It's one we just talked about this last week. So there will be a double pension plan in there for her, and I will ensure that her retirement after I die, that she's fully supported 100%, that she never has to work. She has plenty of money, and I don't have a secret account that I use to, lure sex workers or something like that. She needs to know what the money sources are. As long as that's fine, and I can keep in control of the money until I die, she's like, fine. She doesn't care. And the way she acts, I mean, she's serious about one thing, And then she's like, okay. And then she becomes like this lazy cat. She does. She just sits there. She says, okay, she's fine. She goes totally in her femininity. She just smiles. She's quiet and she's happy. I'm like, okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, Theo's got it all figured out. Fantastic, man. This is the way. This is the way. Amazing, man. You got it all figured out, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait for that stream about how you're gonna protect your assets, nutrition. We're gonna plan that in April. Big time. That's gonna be a very informative stream. Amazing, man. All right, so bro, you got 5 more minutes to call in and make sure you say your congratulations. We're gonna end the stream and wrap it up. Wow. Okay. So this is good, Theo. This is good. Wow. I just thought you ended with a Japanese chick, man. It's what you like, Theo, man. It's what you like. Or Latina.
I again, I actually told Angelica, if it doesn't work out between us, I'm doing Panama, Guyana, and Brazil instantly. Just boom, straight to those countries. It won't even be a second thought. I'm already learning Portuguese. I'll be acquiring Spanish, so I would do that during the summer. It wouldn't be hard. I have to speak Spanish here in Austin anyway, so I'm used to it. And I'm just like, that's fine. I'll still give you any kind of support that you need while you're a refugee. But if it doesn't work between us, it doesn't work. Believe me, I will find a Latina. And she's like, yeah, she understands. She's like, I'm not playing around with you. And then I've got I have my matchmaker sending me profiles of other Ukrainians constantly. So they're like, hey, you get this one, that one, very easy. Like, this woman prefers black men. She's never been with one, but she's always wanted one. Speaking the language goes really far. And when they see that you're an educated black man, particularly in their own culture, they're totally down. And then if the thing is too, is that I'm actually willing to live in their country. So not Ukraine has to be rebuilt, but if I'm actually able to live in Europe with them, with their families, they're totally happy. That's where you get the real cream of the crop girls. They want to stay there. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jay Remo, you can reach out to me on IG, bro. If you want to do a Guyanese stream with me, I'm open to that, bro. We can break down Guyanese women. Wow. Okay. Theo, I'm gonna tell you this, right? With how you think, with how you move, Panama, you're gonna love Panama. And I know you love Ukrainian women. You've always said Ukrainian women, but I'm telling you, bro, like, even like when I think of things introspectively or retrospectively, whatever word works for what I'm going to say in the future, the Japanese women are still there, bro. And there's just something about them that's very alluring. The femininity, the mixed race Japanese chicks, Japanese Brazilians, you got Latinas as well. But I think it's all about preferences. Maybe you like white women more than both of them.
It's not,
so you chose a white woman, bro.
It's not. It's actually just Ukraine, because I speak in Russian. I understand. I can read Ukrainian, and I'm just very familiar with them. So it just, I know what to expect, right? So I've known her for a long time. So familiarity goes a long way. But I'm also not. I'm also very aware of my financial position and who I am in the market internationally. So it's kind of like, yeah, I can use your site, I can use your channel quite a lot. You've got a lot of intel. So I can be like, okay, I can go here, I can go that, do it. So give her the opportunity. You know, we make great kids, but it's not so much, it's actually just her. I like her. In particular, I like her a lot. Again, if it doesn't work out, yeah, Panamanian, quick. Venezuelan and Panama, I go right for it. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Theo, let's give it 15 more minutes. Definitely
Sure.
wrap up in the 12 mark. All right, so brothers, this is a great time to speak with Theo on his born day. A celebration for Theo. It's a celebration, you know.
Mhm.
So this is it, man.
Mhm.
Happy birthday, Theo. Thanks for all you do. Send Theo his well wishes. So
Hold on. Let me ask one. Let me ask the group
yeah.
this one question real quick. What I would like to know from the group, and also you can post this in our groups on Facebook, is what cloud course or what IT course do you want to learn? So what's next? So this is something I would like to hear a little bit more about. Different guys tell me about different things that they want to learn. So if you do have an idea of what you would like to learn next, tell me, because I'll try to see if I get enough guys who want to do it. I'll try to put it into the curriculum at a certain point in time and try to get you guys certified in it and show you all the steps. As you guys see in my class, I am very well prepared. I have a lot of documentation, a lot of support. I have a lot of test prep materials. I have all kinds of stuff that I can give over to you. So I just want to know what do you want to study next.
Okay, so brothers in the chat, let us know what cloud infrastructure you want to study next, AWS or GCP or Azure. Don't mention Oracle Cloud or IBM Cloud. Nobody cares about those cloud services. Please don't do that. just the three main ones, please. Shout out to Mr. It's That Time for the $2 super chat. How can I get in contact with Theo WAF? All right, you answer that, Theo.
You need to go to IP's group on Facebook, and then you need to contact me through there. And then if you want to go into my group too, you can as well. Just so you know, IP's in my groups as well. So it's not like you're doing something like special. We know what you're doing. So yeah, go on in that way. That's the best way to communicate. Of course, IP's group has a great deal of information about travel, passport bros, a lot of communication from there. Mine is more cloud-based, technical, and then making certain demographic of women suffer. So in a very cruel manner. So yeah, that's what I'm usually talking about. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. I'll say one thing. I don't do IT Discord, and that's just because I don't care about the server so much. I can get everything on Facebook. Facebook is a great platform, and you can do breakouts and rooms and things like that, so people can communicate all they want. So that's one reason why I use Facebook. It's just something that's going to be there. Yeah, Angelica uses Facebook. So I mean, it's just such an easy place that you put things. That's why I do it.
Awesome. If you want to get into my Facebook group, please join the Patreon. Patreon is a verification process. Trolls don't pay for this kind of information, but if you're serious, you would. And the Patreon is super cheap. So join any tier you want to on the Patreon. Send me a DM. Hey, IP, can I join your Facebook group? Make sure you're a black man, please. So it's that time. I hope you're a black man. And make sure you send me a message, and then I will add you to the Facebook group to communicate with Theo. Okay, awesome. All right, so y'all got 12 more minutes. To let us know what you want to ask Theo. So call in or feel free to support the channel and the movement. That'd be greatly appreciated. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. So building your empire in terms of more wealth, real estate, is that going to be a focus in your 50s, or will it be more stocks?
Yeah, it's going to be a combination of real estate and stock. And one of the things is that I will be operating Airbnbs. So when I'm not in Brazil, I assume I'm going to get the condo in Brazil. Then I'll be renting it out to people and making money that way. And then when I'm not in Houston, I'll also be Airbnb-ing that environment. I'm going to make quite a private gym, or I actually have a semi-pro gym right now, but I'm going to be going to a full-on private gym later on, and I'm going to be renting that out to personal trainers so that I can make some money that way inside my house. So I'm going to be spending another $150,000 on gym equipment in the next 2 years. And I'm going to get really specific on what kind of equipment I'm using. So after that, again, I'm going to let trainers use it. My big thing is going to be stock, tech stock, medical. So what is it? Some bios, pharmaceuticals. That's what I'm putting my money in very much in the future. Some treasuries, and then of course land. So I'll be doing groups of people, and I'll be putting a certain amount of money into real estate. So that's the way I'm going to be rolling for the next few years. Make sure I have 2 pensions, so that I'm fully funded when I do retire. I'm not going to retire until I'm 75 years old. I'm going to keep on going. There's no reason for me to retire. And then if I do retire, I'll still be teaching. So I'll be teaching I'll probably go to a junior college and then teach from there. So that's where the future is going to be kind of fun. I'm kind of looking more of like going to baseball games, going to football matches, going to rugby, like actually having fun, sitting with Angelica next to me and some kids and like eating a hot dog and like having some water, not a Diet Coke, have water. I can't drink soda. But doing something fun and something that's kind of entertaining. That's the kind of stuff I haven't done for years, so that's going to be coming back in. One of the things I want you guys to know is I always tell my students, from the time that I was homeless to the time that I started right before I made $600,000 a year. For a period of 9 years, I didn't have a bed. So I either slept on the floor or I slept on a mattress on the floor. And I always said, if you want to sleep properly in a bed, you have to earn it. And still to this day, if you go into my house, I don't have a sofa. So there's no sofa, there's no television in my house. And I'm making over $600,000 a year. And that's because the way I look at it is, I need to be making even more if I want to sit and relax and just chill. So if I want to sit down, I have to be working. That's why I'm at my computer systems. I have a chair here. So that's, you can see what again, in my gym, if I'm sitting down, it's because I'm on a bench and I'm doing exercises. So there is no rest. I really push myself. Well, there's a guy who said if he worked half as hard as me, he could get to a certain level of success. Yeah, that's right. Because if you actually worked as hard as I did, you'd probably even be more successful, because I make it so that I only have the option of being successful. I can either suffer and fail right there, or I can keep on pushing myself to be successful. That's it. There is no mercy. So it's been working very well since I was 40.
Fantastic, man. Amazing. Awesome, Theo. Awesome. This is great. So, brothers, 7 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap up tonight and get some sleep and get ready for work over here in the UK. Happy birthday, Theo, once again. If you have any questions, please call in, or please hit the PayPal and super chat your question. Okay, that's the rules for the channel. Okay, and if you do call in, turn off your background noise, no swearing, no N-word use, and be respectful, please. Okay, awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I have any more questions? I think I've answered everything I can.
We have to talk about machine learning, something I will say. So on my side, I'll just give you one from my son, Cloud. I am preparing for a machine learning course in the winter. And that's just going to be because I have too many students asking for machine learning. And so I have enough materials and I can do it professionally. I can actually use some machine learning patterns in the cloud for a security point of view. So I'm going to be doing it for a while, learning it and seeing how effective or useful it is. And that'll be something I'm trying to offer to the students as a service later on. because there's so many guys who want to do machine learning. And my point is, I've always told my students, do you actually know what machine learning is? And why do you want to learn it? Do you have any idea? And most of the students don't know. They're just saying it sounds cool. I'm like, eh. So I'll actually be showing what it is for real, and not just like SageMaker or something like kind of like gimmicky in AWS, but something that's more hardcore, like from the GCP platform. So guys, again, we're gonna have some greater services that are going to be coming there in the future. I want to be building with you guys. I want to make you guys stronger as I make myself stronger. And again, I'm here to provide you guys with education, experiences, give you guys lesson learned, and I want you guys to be successful. I want you to keep on going. So work it. Again, I'm 50 now, and I've made it. I haven't died. This is good. And I while I'm still kicking, I'm going to be doing as much as I can to really empower and strengthen our brothers in the Black Manosphere, and to make way more passport bros. I want a lot of passport bros, and I want guys making $250,000 a year, dating women who look even better than Angelica, and sitting back and like forgetting that Keisha exists. Like they don't even have enough time to laugh at Keisha on social media. They're like, I'm done with you. So that's what that's going to go.
Amazing. Shout out to Mr. J Remo for the £2 super chat. J Remo, thank you for your support tonight. Much appreciation, bro. Third time for the support. Thank you. Impact of ChatGPT on the industry, your opinion?
I think people should forget about ChatGPT, and I think they should be thinking about how to get more certifications, expand their skill set, and explain themselves properly in interviews and write proper documentation. That's what you should do. Don't be going with a gimmicky thing. Work, know the fundamentals, know them strongly, and then move forward from there. And if you do that, there'll always be an opportunity for you. So think of it that way. I'm not doing anything with ChatGPT. I don't care. If nobody's paying me to do anything with it, I don't care about
it. Absolutely. Great super chat there, Jeremo. Thank you very much. All right, awesome. All right, so brother, you got just over 2 minutes for you brothers to send you more of your well wishes to Theo. Have any questions? Be quick and super chat or PayPal your questions or call in. Very special day for Theo and for the channel as well. We need to uplift the right Black men, not a bunch of dudes that rap about killing each other, sag their pants, and we're this and we're that. I'm gonna shoot this and I'm gonna kill that. And I don't think so, mate. Nah. We don't want that kind of image representing us. We want someone like Theo representing us, his ideas, the way he looks, the way he speaks. We want this to be the face of educated Black men worldwide. Okay? So I got a caller who will probably be the last caller of tonight. Mr. Basic, I see you're confirmed Basic. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up. Can I bring you in? Camera on or camera off? It's up to you. Camera on? Okay. Awesome, bro. Let me bring you in. What's going on, Basic?
I'm doing well, man. Want to give well wishes to the man of the hour, Theo, man. I'm one of your former students. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish the course at the time. I'm anxious to rejoin though through the Manosphere, and just want to celebrate all that you've done. Right now, I'm live from Sao Paulo because of you. I'm live from Sao Paulo because of you, man. The divorce is final. I'm single. I'm studying my Salesforce. I'm about to get this cloud, and I'm ready to hit the ground running. Yes,
Good.
sir. Yes, sir.
Good. I remember you. Yeah. So, dude, you could always go back in. I always said that. You see, you're still in the group, then, right? You see my posts.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to go in class 4, you can. If you don't want to do that, do class 5. But my thing is go back in And I tell that to a lot of my students who have dropped out before. I say, there's nothing stopping you from returning. Go back. Like, do it. The only thing that's going to stop you from returning is if I stop teaching. Then you have an issue, because unless somebody else is teaching the course, if I stop, it's out for you. So why not go ahead and take that opportunity while I'm doing it and complete it. You're a smart guy. You can definitely do it. Come back one day. Until then, enjoy Sao Paulo. I'm glad the process is going well for you, I hope. Date somebody amazing. Come back and tell us about it, right?
Yes, sir. You got it, man. Well wishes, and God bless you and your family, man. Dios te bendiga.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Basic, man. And feel free to send me a DM on Instagram, Basic, about your time in Sao Paulo so far, man. We want to hear it, okay, bro?
I certainly will. But Panama's next after this. I ain't going to front. But
oh, yeah. See, there we go. We got a guy who's actually doing it. Good. Give us some intel. Say what happens to you. Go look for those Venezuelans. Tell me what's going on.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Fantastic, bro. Thank you, Basic.
All right, y'all. Adios. Good night, y'all.
Adios.
Peace out. Peace out, brother. Thank you.
All right, peace. You got it.
All right, awesome, man. So, brothers, I'm going to end the stream right here and do a sharp park. Theo, once again, happy birthday. I hope you have a great rest of the day on your birthday. And when you celebrate again with your in Slovakia, I hope you have a great day as well. Any closing statements, brother, before we end the stream?
Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. And we haven't stopped. We're going to keep on going strong. I'm going to make sure my heart is okay. I'm going to make sure my health is okay and keep on going. And guys, this is our opportunity. This is our time. Let's take advantage of it. Let's really push it. Let's do the best we possibly can, become the best kind of men that we can be. So I'm here for you. I'm here to listen to you, and I'm here to help you where I can. And where I can't, I'll point you to other people who are also doing the work. So I want you guys to be strong passport bros. I want you to have options like I do. And like I said, date her, and to be dating on a level and hold yourself on a level that is beyond reproach. So you don't have to worry about playing game. You just have options. That's what I want for you. So again, IP, thank you for allowing me to have this. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And I look forward to working forward with you for the next few years. Let's keep it going.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for motivating me, Theo. Have a great week ahead, and we'll speak soon, okay, brother?
Okay. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Peace out, brother. Thank you. All right. That's the legend himself, Mr. Theo WAF. Fantastic, man. So I'm going to end the stream in 2 minutes' time, brothers. Great stream. I hope this has motivated you to keep on going. And we're all going to have birthdays this year. So if you had a birthday in the past, happy birthday. And birthdays in the future, happy birthday to you two, brothers. Keep pushing, keep studying hard. IT is the way forward. So make sure you look at my Patreon to get in touch with me about the Python course. If you have any questions, send me a DM on Instagram or on Twitter. And of course, make sure you actually book a consultation with me to kickstart your IT career. Or if you want more behind the scenes intel on Panama or all the other countries that I've been to all around the world, okay? It has been a pleasure. I want to say a huge thank you to all of those who supported me on the PayPal, who hit the super chats tonight as well. Thank you, man. Your donations are helping me continue to do what I do. And doing this channel, it is a lot of hard work. It is 4 a.m. over here in the UK. I have work at 8 a.m. So I'm only going to get around 3 hours sleep, 2 hour, 3 minutes sleep. You know, I don't get much sleep, you know, so any donations that I get is super helpful, man. It's tough doing what I do and working too, but you brothers give me strength, man. Seeing black men travel, working IT, working together, creating networks, yeah. It's worth me losing sleep for us to push forward and progress in every areas of our life, man. I will happily sacrifice even more sleep to see the success of black men collectively all around the world, in the West and everywhere else. Okay. So keep your head up. Once again, Theo, happy birthday, bro. Have a smashing and stunning week, brother. You deserve it for all the hard work you do. Many more years for you, Theo. More life, more blessings, more opportunity, more success for you. Okay. And more success to everybody who watches this channel and who is a passport bro. I'm International Passport, and I'll see you brothers on my next video. All right, peace out, brothers. Thank you very much.